Horrible lack of speaking. Alright, let's get into fishing. What I was saying is I didn't know, do European people fish recreationally? I mean, I know Europeans do, but do British people? Because none of my family, they don't fish recreationally. But also, they live in the East Midlands, and the only thing that's there is a dirty river that I'm named after. So I don't know that that's necessarily a good frame of reference anyway. Oh, so here's the problem with a fishing minigame. Well, not the problem, but the fundamental issue that we're going to run into very quick, which is that I don't know how to make the fishing minigame, because I not play a lot of game that have the fishing. I play maybe 1-2 minute Animal Crossing from time to time, but honestly, I not do very much more than that. So I going to be having a little bit of trouble working with the game mechanic. So if you could like maybe help me to explain like how mechanically this going to work, then perhaps we could make a fishing game. But if not, it's okay. We can work on something else. So, what you thinking? You're thinking we should? What is the plan? You guys want to make a fishing? Want to do a fishing? Maybe? Yes. Let's put some music on. We need a little bit of dancing. Oh, Terrorboy say used to go fishing with the grandpa. Oh, that's good. That's good for you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud you get to do that. That's nice. That's good time with your family. Spending the time. That's very important that you do the spending of the time. We put a little music on. How's this? Ah, yeah, this good. This kind of vaguely Elder Scrolls music. I like this. I like this music. I like that I'm just getting progressively weirder on these streams. Like the first one, I was like, "Hello everyone, we're going to be doing game development." Now I'm over here, I'm just like, "Ah, we're going to do the fishing, maybe. If we're feeling like it, I don't know. Maybe, perhaps not." Okay, but seriously, I really do need some help with a fishing minigame, because I honestly, like, the only fishing minigame I can even think of that I even vaguely understand how it works mechanically is Animal Crossing, and that's just... I really hope we're doing something a little bit more advanced than Animal Crossing fishing, where you just wait for a black blob. So, I guess the first thing we need to do is we need an environment. So the question that I think should be asked is this something that we can do in 2D, maybe with like a pre-rendered backdrop? Because like performance reasons, it would certainly be better if we did something pre-rendered. You know, and I'm always over there jonesing to try and get the best performance possible. But that being said, you know, 3D is going to be perhaps more authentic to what the rest of the game is going to look like. So it's, I don't know. I kind of feel like we should do something pre-rendered, because that's like a very 90s thing to do, right? Have like some, you know, we can build like a map in Trench Room for this, and we can do all the stuff. We can turn on ray tracing and then like capture it and then rasterize it as a 2D image. But then if we're doing that, then we need to make sure that we're you know, that we have like a decent amount of interactivity still. So I don't know how do fishing. Audience, chat, give me something. Give me a video game whose fishing you really like, so that I can go back and like, you know, use it as a reference. Because I don't really know, like actual fishing, like real life fishing. I feel like it's not a good, not necessarily a good choice for this, because it's basically just sitting around and waiting for something to tug at your line. I mean, we can do that, but I don't know that. Is that engaging? Is that like worth playing? I mean, what do you guys think? I'm a little skeptical, you know what I mean? I mean, I want it, I want to make a fishing game, to be clear. But I want it to be actually fun. I don't want to spend all this time working on it and it just be fluff that's like not fun to do anyway. So, I don't know. I mean, I mentioned Big the Cat, but I honestly don't even remember if you can fish in Sonic Adventure. I really just remember running around the maps going, "Yo-ho, Froggy!" That's really all I have left of Sonic Adventure. If I've offended you by saying that, I apologize. Let's think about this. Well, you know what? I say let's get a notepad document out. And let's get some basic tenets of like what we're going to be doing, right? So, like, we can gamify this a little bit more, because like what is fundamentally, like, what is the process of fishing? Well, like, first you cast your line right into the water, and then you wait, And then you wait for feedback, like a tug. Okay. Then you reel it in, or you pull it in, depending on the kind of pole you're using. So I'll just say pull fish in. Then you present your fish, right? You present with the fish that you've acquired. You know, aha, like Link. And then after that, I guess you throw it back. Are we doing catch and release? Or eat. Oh, or eat. If you're really sadistic, you just take a big bite out of the fish that you've caught. It'd be kind of fun. Okay, so let's just think about. So what I say we do is we program these basic mechanics in, and then we can go back and we can like beautify it later, right? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we will pre-render this. So we'll use a 2D scene for this, because I just feel like that makes sense from a fishing, or from a game standpoint. So the question is, okay. So I need to draw a picture for this. Let me add paint to this. Okay. So hear me out. Here's what I'm thinking. Oh, they have like a generative AI thing. Ugh, pass. Okay. So here's how I'm imagining this. Okay, we have like our screen. Oh god, this is gonna be bad. I can already tell. Can you guys even like see that? Okay, I don't know how the quality of the stream is, but can I make this thicker? They keep moving everything around in paint. Every time I use it, they've changed it again. I just want it to be thicker. How do I make a thicker line? Lord, whatever. Wait, it has layers now too. Oh my god, no. Just here it is. Whoa, that's very thick. Okay, it's better. I'm gonna go over this again just so you guys can see it a little better. Okay, so we've got this this is like the player screen. And we basically just have a fishing rod, like a digitized fishing rod. And when you move the mouse or the right thumbstick, you basically just move the fishing rod like around the screen, right? Like in like a 2D plane. And then behind it, we have a pre-rendered. You know what? I will use the layers tool, because that's actually kind of handy for this. Okay. So what active layer hidden? No. Okay. So and then behind it, we will just have like a pre-rendered backdrop of like the water. And like, the place that you're fishing at, I'll draw like a wall, right? And maybe some trees over the wall, right? And then that way, what we can do is we can make the fishing work, the minigame work in like different areas. And all we have to do is swap the backdrop out depending on where you are. So that like, and we can maybe adjust like the difficulty multiplier or that kind of thing. But we don't have to, fundamentally, we don't have to recreate the minigame 50 times, right? Or do a whole, whole redesign. We can just do like essentially the bare minimum. Not that I'm taking the easy way out, but you know what I mean. I think this is a good choice. Do you guys have any comments on that? You think that's fair? If you don't comment, I'm just going to assume that everything is fine. I'm going to assume that you like it, that you're thinking, oh Trent, this good idea, this the sexiest idea. Big the Cat would say he like it. I like Big the Cat. He's sexy. Well, no, he's not sexy. Please don't put on record that I think Big the Cat is sexy. I do not think Big the Cat is sexy. I think Big the Cat is an oaf. He's boorish. Oh, he's boorish. But anyway, I think this is as good a choice as we're gonna get. Sounds solid. Will the background be rendered the actual location? No. Yes. Exactly. So, so it will be of the actual location. So like, we will change the background depending on where you're fishing so that it matches where you are. Because that's something I definitely want to have, is like, I want it to feel like you're, you're actually at the place. So Godot does or does not, I think it has a class for drawing lines. So like, could we do the fishing line with like basically like draw like a vector between 2 points? Could we do that? I feel like we probably could. I think, okay, so let's try and like get this into the game now. We can, so I'll make a 2D scene, right? And I'll, let's see. So let's just get like a basic like pre-rendered ocean backdrop. So let's open Overworld 1. I finally made one of these. Oh, nice. So let's see here. I'm just gonna steal. This will just be our like placeholder for fishing. But I'm gonna do like that. D, so I'll just grab. Screen grab. Welcome! Welcome, Bible. Is it Bible or Bibble? I assume it's Bible, but I don't actually know. But welcome, Bible. Congratulations on joining. You missed my conversation about Big the Cat. Okay, so let's, either works. Cool. All right, well, let's just get in here and let's make ourselves a nice pre-rendered backdrop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make this 16 by 9, and then what I'll do is I'll put a tiling like wood panel texture behind it, so that it, you know, if you have a larger display, it feels like the game is filling it up. It's kind of like when you play like a retro collection, like the Mega Man collection, and you know, you don't have the you don't have like, you know, it's a 4:3 game on a 16:9 monitor, so they have like arcade art on the sides or that kind of thing. We'll do something like that. So for the size, for the resolution of this, let's just do 1920 by 1080, right? I mean, even that's probably too high resolution if we're, but you know, I want it to look good. So we'll do 1920 by 1080 because according to the Steam hardware survey for Wizard Quest 1, that's the most common resolution. By the way, guys, if you get the prompt for the Steam hardware survey at some point when you open Steam, please take the survey. Please, I'm begging you, because every person who takes that survey, it like vastly improves my ability to like cater to hardware. Because like things like this, like seeing that 1080p is the most common resolution. If it was not for the Steam hardware survey, I would not know that. So it's very important that you take that survey when given the opportunity. Okay, so this is fine, I think. I think this is a good example, I feel like, of so well, now I'm thinking, is it gonna be weird if the water isn't moving? I don't know. I'm having conflict with this now. Because if the water's perfectly still, is that gonna bug people? But like making the water move is gonna be, I mean, that turns this into a whole 3D scene. That's like a whole process. Maybe maybe there's some kind of like effect we can use. Tell you what, we'll get the mechanics done with just a 2D scene, and if we decide we don't like it, we can switch to a 3D scene. We'll switch to a 3D scene later. See here, files. All right, so let's see here. I think we might have to make our own fishing rod model, or grab one from Creative Commons. So let's go to, I'm gonna go to Pexels. Pexels is a great resource for Creative Commons photos if you need them. And I'd much rather use these than use like AI generated photos, because these are, you know, these still had work put into them. And I try to credit people where I can in the credits if I use like a lot of their work. All right, fishing pole. Let's have a look. These are all like very modern fishing poles. They're not really the vibe that I'm thinking for this. I feel like we need something with a little bit less, what's the word? We basically just need a stick with like a piece of cord tied to it, right? So maybe fishing pole isn't the right word. Maybe we should look for a bamboo pole. Can you guys hear the music okay, by the way? Is it soothing you? I would like for it to be soothing you. Nice and comfortable. Comfortable volume. Let's see. Bamboo pole. Ah, there is a pole. This is a good pole. I feel like we can definitely steal this pole. Let's see. I am enjoying the music. Thank you, Bible. Yes, so all the music you're hearing today is music from Wizard Quest 2. So this is actually like music that you'll hear in the game. Alright. I actually set it up so that we can have like other royalty-free music on the stream if we want, but on principle I choose to just use the Wizard Quest music because I want you guys to have an authentic feel like for what the game is going to be like. Because that's how I develop it. I develop with the sort of using the music as like a reference for like the tone. Okay, so let's rotate this pole now to be like that. Yeah. Let's fatten him up a little bit. Like that. Yes, okay. I'll move the hand out of the shot so that you can't tell. Oh, that's too much. All right, let's clean up the edges a little bit. This is ugly as sin right now. I don't have high hopes for this now, I will say. Does not seem like this is going super well. I'm probably just gonna have to give up and switch to 3D at some point. But I'm gonna attempt this first because it's easier to prototype in 2D. Okay, let's just do that, and what I'll do is let's crush this down a little bit so that we have that crisp Wizard Quest look that we need. So let's see here, image size 1221 by 702. So let's just do that at 600. So 345 by 600. And let's just see how that looks. It's fine. It's not too sharp. I think that's good. That'll be good for us for this and now anyway. So let's go to there's all our NPCs. Spoilers. Okay, so where would I put this in? You know what? I might just make a new folder in textures. It's that time of day, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see here. So let's go in here and let's call this one. We'll call it Minigames. Wahoo! Because I have a couple other minigames, like the one in the gambling parlor, which may or may not just be Flappy Bird, that I want to add. And so with that in mind, we need a folder for that. Fishing pole. Yes. Let's LFG. Go. That's what all the G's are. All right. Fishing pole. Yes. Yas, queen. Save. Get it? Because it was saving the file. I'm sorry. I'm going to hell for that one. That was bad. That was not funny. I'm not a funny man. I apologize. All right. So let's, I'm thinking if there's something clever I can do with the water to make the water moving. I've got a couple little tricks up my sleeve I think we could pull off. I don't know how good it will look. I thinking. Okay. I have an idea. It's a really dumb idea. But I have a hunch, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do! I'll get my southern US accent out. I mean, that's where I'm from. I deserve an accent like that. Alright, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take all of this. Wait, no, not that. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna take all this. And in case you're thinking that that's like a caricature, I have family members who actually sound like that. Like, that's like dead ass. That's like actually what people in the deep south sound like sometimes. Alright, so we go. No! Bad boy, that's not what I want. Okay. And I'll fix it so the island doesn't get grabbed. Okay. So, anybody have a hunch what I'm doing yet? If you have a guess, put it in the comments down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Perfect. Okay. Now, I'm going to go along, and I will clean up this nice and neatly. I'll use a really soft brush so I can blend it. Trust me, this is genius. There's some folk in the hollers around here that sound like that. Where are you from? Where are you from, Bible? That they sound like that. Are you from the deep south? Kentucky? Maybe? The hollers. That's a term we don't use here. West Virginia. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, that's fair. You were on like opposite sides of Appalachia, so yeah. If you guys don't know, Appalachian, depending on who you ask, the mountains up around here in like the eastern United States, they stretch from like the south all the way up to like Maryland. Yes, exactly. And West Virginia is super mountainous. It is a very interesting place, West Virginia. I am not from West Virginia. I'm from Georgia, which is where the peanuts and the peaches are. Peanut and peaches, and also all the good rap music. So we got that going for us. So you know. Okay, so here's my plan. Georgia is the best. Georgia is the frickin' best. Go Georgia. Well, I say that. I also went to the University of Georgia, so I can you know, I'm extremely biased. But I like Georgia. What I like about Georgia is that West Virginia is the only state that resides entirely in Appalachia. Yeah, very true. That's I mean, honestly, I like the mountains. It's a little, you can get into some kind of creepy spots up there once in a while for sure. I've definitely gotten into some areas up in like really North Georgia that I would call, you have a lot of friends in Georgia you want to visit so bad. Well, look, if you come to Georgia, I will legit hang out with you. I'll do like a Condor Soft hangout. If people want to come hang out, we absolutely can do a Condor Soft hangout for real. And you know what I'll do? I'll take your picture and I'll put you in the game as an NPC. Dead ass. I'm serious. We're actually probably gonna have a competition for that at some point fairly soon. I don't know what the competition is going to be, but there's gonna be a competition in the Condor Soft Discord, and the winner gets their face in the game as an NPC. So stay tuned for that. That one's gonna be fun. Okay, so I have an idea for how we're going to do this now. So you see, I've done this now. So what I'm going to do is, so we've got this picture. I'm going to call this one, I'll call it BG OV01. So Overworld 1's fishing background. It's in the minigames folder, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so now that we've done this, let's go back to our 2D scene now, okay? Oh, if this works, this is gonna be genius. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna look like a moron in front of all of you, but that's okay. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. All right, so we'll add I guess this needs to be a UI thing, not a 2D thing. So okay, I'll do this again. I'll make a UI node. Yes, okay, control, because I need some of the stuff like clickable buttons and things. So let's come in here and we will add, let's see here, what is it, texture rect? Yeah, texture rect, which is okay, you guys ready for this? A texture rect is a textured rectangle. Gasp. Wait, or should I add a viewport first? Oh! No, okay. We'll add a 3D scene, and then we'll put the UI stuff on top of the 3D scene. Oh my god, this sucks. It doesn't suck. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take it out on you guys like that. I apologize. All right, let's do this again. So now we have a 3D, and then on top of the 3D, we will add a camera, okay? And then for the camera, we will add a viewport. Do I add so I add a viewport, and then I add a container to the viewport? Yes? What is it saying? So it doesn't have a sub viewport as a child. Oh, okay, so is it the opposite? Do I this and then this? Like so? Hold on, you come up here, and you. Yes, okay, now does that work? Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, so now we'll set this viewport, and we'll do okay, so for the sub viewport container, since that's a control node, what we'll do is we're gonna set this as center. Okay, we're gonna set this as 1920 by 1080. Okay, we're gonna tell it that we do want stretch, and then we want to keep it. Okay, we're gonna shrink center for container sizing. There's a reason I'm doing this. Okay, it has to do with how I handle resolution scaling in the game, because Godot does not like changing resolutions. So the way I have it done is I essentially scale the viewport, or I scale the window to the size of the screen, and then I let you adjust the resolution of the viewport independently. And so that allows you to do things like change the resolution without the whole game going black, or allowing you to use cool built-in things like monitor scaling, so you can if you have a Radeon graphics card, you can use integrated FSR and that kind of thing. I don't know why you would. We have FSR built into the game, but that's why I'm doing it that way, is my point. Okay, so now we have this. So now in the 3D node, I'm gonna come over here. Oh, this is so clever. Oh, I'm so clever. All right, so we're gonna take the ocean, right, from here. I'm gonna bring the ocean into this map. Where's the ocean? Whoa! Why is it? Whoa! Ocean a little bit big, perhaps. Let's I'll make the mesh unique, and then we'll shrink it down. Okay, let's say 20 meters by 20 meters. Okay, and I'm gonna bring it over here, right by where we started. Okay, I'm gonna come back down. Let's make sure Gizmos is on so I can actually see where we put that camera. Where's the camera? Okay, it's there. So I'm gonna put the water like so. The water's way too tiled right now, so I will make this material unique as well. And let's make it scale. Let's just do 5 by 5 by 5. Yeah. Perfect. Look at that. Okay, so now let's preview the camera. Yep. Okay, that's what we want. So I'm just gonna point the camera like this, And then I'm going to angle it down slightly. So we have, yes. Okay, cool. All right. Now comes the crazy part. All right. You guys want me to blow your mind? You guys want me to make you go wow, wow, wee, wow? Watch this. Okay. So now we will add a texture rect to this. And did I set this up viewport container as, yes, it's centered. 1920, yeah, okay, I did all that. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to set its layout. I'm going to make it contain, where is it? Oh wait, can I not just have a texture in the sub viewport container? Do I need to add a, okay, I might need to add a control in between because that's a container. So this sub viewport container, I'll make that full rect. That's all fine and dandy. But now this one, 1920 by 1080. Yeah, okay. And then this one, we'll center it. Pivot offset 960 by 540. By the way, do you guys know you can do math inside of the Godot editor? Like, watch this. If you type 1080 divided by 2, 540. How cool is that? That's such a little thing. It's just, I love that. I love her. Okay, so now I'll make the sub viewport container part of it, and then I'll make this also be a child of the control. Only I'll put it underneath so it's there. No, you close you on top. No wait, yeah. Okay. Here we are. Now I'm gonna blow your mind. All right, going to blow your mind, blow your brain. Okay. Textures, mini games. We need to change the color of that. Orange is so last year. Okay. Yes. So you guys see what I'm doing now? We are gaming the system. No pun intended. All right. So now we'll make the water a little bit bigger, 30 by 30, let's say. Let's check the camera again. Wait, no. Check 2D. Okay. We're getting there for sure. You see what I'm doing? I'm gonna fake the perspective. Okay, so let's first things first, I'll bring the ocean this way, because if the player can't see it, there's no reason to draw it anyway. So let's see now how we're doing. Okay, we're almost there. I'll make this a little bit bigger. I did a really ugly job on some of that blending. Whatever. Let's make it 50 by 50. And we'll bring that up like that. Yes, and let's tack it again. Almost. We're still not quite there. Dang it. But we're getting there for sure. Okay, let's say 60 by 60, and I'll probably have to fix the scaling when this is all said and done. But let's have a look here. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, that's just about. The fog blending will fix this. So now watch this, okay? So now we're going to take the world environment from this map, and I'm just going to drop the world environment in. Okay, now let's check it. Look at that. Huh? That's, oh, come on. Come on. That's good. You have to admit, that's like a really cool effect. So now we're drawing this whole map, but all it's actually having to render in real time is the water, and that's it. Oh, I so smart. I so smart and big. Okay. Let's make it just slightly larger, just to fix a little bit of that on the edge. I'll bring that up. Okay, yeah. Now let's look. Look. Witness my majesty. My majesty as the world's greatest game developer. All right, now let's just test this really quick. I'm just gonna pop this into a window. Oh, we need to save it. Huh. This doesn't really fit into any of the categories. We'll have to make a new one called. We'll have to make a new one called Minigames, I think. Okay. And we'll call this one Fishing. And I'm calling it that because we can just, we can swap the world environment out on our own. Okay. Yep, look. Look at that. That doesn't, I mean, that would fool me. I would think that this was fully 3D. Yeah, okay, so this is good shape for sure. This definitely, I mean, look, it looks like the water is like actually flowing. Like over the islands and stuff. So yeah, right? So I think that this is good now. So let's add the fishing, and I'll make it to where like right now it doesn't like respect resolution, right? Like if you try and make it full screen, you just get like black bars. We will fix that. I'm just, you know, one step at a time. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So let's add the fishing rod now. Okay. So I guess. I guess the best way to do that would be with a sprite 2D. Because I don't know that we're gonna need to change the animation, but we might have to. Like change its. We might just be able to get away with like transforms and rotations and stuff. I struggle to see how this is beneficial. How is this different from locking the camera to a position? Okay, so yes, so here's the reason why this is beneficial relative to actually like drawing the whole map. So, in terms of like raw performance, right? If you're drawing the map like the actual 3D map, you're drawing all the things that come with it. So you know the geometry, the enemies, everything else. You're drawing, you know, tens of thousands of triangles or more. This way, we're drawing like 6 triangles. We're drawing just the plane for the water, and then everything else is just a 2D image that's handled without any 3D transformation at all. So the advantage of doing it this way, you're correct that it looks exactly the same as if I just pointed the camera at that spot and locked it to a certain position. But performance-wise, this is way better. And so even if you have like a crappy low-end computer, even though the rest of the game might not run super well, the minigame will probably run at a locked 60 FPS. And that's great, right? That's nice to have little reprieves of performance. Everywhere that we can make the performance good, I want to make the performance good. So this is just one of those spots where we can get away with better performance. And so I would like to do that. So let's go in here, textures, minigames, fishing pole. Here we are. Okay, I'm just gonna bring, oops. So to answer your question, the reason why we're doing it this way is pretty much purely for performance reasons. Okay, texture, nearest. Whoops. Okay. You're doing it this way, it's purely a performance play, is why we're doing this. Also, this needs to be cleaned up more. That looks like crap. So yeah, we do pre-rendering everything like this. All it really accomplishes is it gets us one step closer to having a game that runs, at least even in parts, on like the lowest end computers possible. And that's the noble goal that we're always striving for with Wizard Quest, is just to make it run as well as possible on low end. So let's turn it like, I'm trying to make this thing like browner, maybe less saturated is the move. I'm trying to make a more natural looking wood color to that thing. Let's see. Yeah, that's better, I think, for sure. Let's save that again. Okay. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so we have our little fishing pole now. So now we need to make the fishing pole. Okay, so we need to make the fishing pole. I guess we could make the fishing pole 3D if we needed to. I don't know what the benefit of that would be, though. Well, at least then I could draw a line that would for the fishing line that would go into the water. My thought process was that acceptable performance so better performance people with the extra effort if performance wasn't adequate outside of it. That's fair. But I really think it's not that much work to do it this way. You are correct that it probably won't lead to all that much performance in the long. It's really not that big of a deal to have better performance than this if the rest of the game isn't up to snuff. But I don't know. It's just a nice little thing to me to make it to where, you know, as much of the game can run well as possible. And even if we can't make the open world run nice, we can make this run nice. And also, I mean, it's just a classic way to do things like this. You know, this is how the olden boys did it back in the day. That being said, if this doesn't work, we'll just go back to the other way and it'll be whatever. Alright, so let's see here. So now we have this. So can we just can I just make this like mouse controlled basically for now? Well, I guess we can just do that. Let's see here. I need to add a new script to this. We'll call this one fishing. Fishing. Minigames, fishing.gd. You know it, baby. It's already yelling at me because I don't have Delta utilized. Okay, I am gonna be honest. I don't really. I guess we'll use mouse aiming for this, right? So how do I lock something to the cursor? Let's go back and look at the player class and see how I did camera movement there, because I'm okay. So first things first, I will grab this little line, which basically just grabs the mouse cursor, and we'll put that in there, so that when you load up the fishing minigame, it goes ahead and grabs your mouse. And then let's see, where's the that's for lock on. Oh yeah, you guys haven't seen the lock on camera yet. It's all Metroid Prime style, like a lock on you can do to enemies. It's really cool. Oh lord, this is all the stuff for using a thumbstick, but that's not the part that's hard. It's the mouse. Ah, here we go. We got to put it in the input function. Okay, so I'm just gonna steal this whole function out of here, and we'll bring it into fishing, and then we'll chop it up so that we can use it more effectively. So I'm gonna drop it in here. Okay, and I'll remove and not locked on because that's not relevant. I'm gonna remove the lock on stuff because again, not relevant. Okay, so this is the stuff that matters. So we will say okay, so let's see here. So we will say that this, oh, I guess we need a body, don't we? Like a physics body. So let's add that. So there it'd be a character body, wouldn't it? Character body 2D. Well, this is outside my comfort zone for sure. All right. It has no collision shape. That's fine. I will add one later to that. That's fine. Yeah. That's all fine. Up direction. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Movement mode. Floating. There we go. Because we just want to be able to like move it along the screen, sort of. Okay, so now let's see here. I just want to see how we do. So we'll say. Oh, you know what? Do we need to make the? Okay, here's what I'll do. Let's add an onReady variable for the fishing rod, and we'll call this fishing. Okay. Fishing rod. Character body 2D equals fishing rod. There we go. So now we can call it. Now we can call the fishing rod. Yeah. I know. Okay. So now we'll say, okay, fishing rod dot velocity dot x equals why is it times -1? Well, we'll test that and see what happens. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with y. And then, oh, that's interesting. Why is it relative to y not -1? Oh. Okay, let's try that, and then we'll say. I'll just comment all this other stuff out for right now. What do I need for move and collide? Or move and slide? Okay, so let's just do move and slide. Okay. Let's test that and see. Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. Oh yeah, it does. It's incredibly small, the amount of movement, but it does work. Okay, so let's so I think the -1 on the x needs to be changed. And let's add a new variable here, and we'll call it var sensitivity. And then we'll do, let's see here. I have globals. I have a look sensitivity, don't we? Maybe it's tied to the player. Well, let's see here. Yeah, it's in the player class. Okay. Well, what we'll do is I'll make our own sensitivity here, and then we can. Well, at some point, I'm gonna add look sensitivity as like a slider into the game settings, and we'll check that in the global singleton class. So we can just have both of them update from there. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna hard code this. I'm gonna say variable sensitivity, and we'll call this. I guess this will be an integer value equals 10, and we'll say this times sensitivity. And then this times sensitivity. And that's, okay, let's try this now and just see how this looks, okay? So I test it. Yeah, okay. It's still not nearly responsive enough, but it's getting there. So let's try, let's dump this to like 80. Let's make that 8 times more sensitive, and let's see how that is. We want the fishing rod to feel weighty, but we also want it to, oh yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. This is, it feels weighty for sure. So now what we're gonna do is let's add a little bit of I'm gonna add an animation player to it, and I'm gonna call this just I'm gonna call it rod motion. please don't make this dirty. Anyway, let's we'll take rod motion and we'll call this idle. Okay, we'll have one for idle. All right, and we're just gonna make this is gonna be 3 seconds. All right. So I'm just gonna grab the sprite's position right now, its relative position, which is, oh, you know what? I need to, let me take this one's position, and I'm gonna put it, yeah, I'll put it up here, position, paste, and then I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take its scale, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna do this to the body instead. That way, like, hitboxes and everything get scaled by the same amount. So in theory, if I did that correctly, yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, so now back to rod motion. So for idle, for rod motion, we'll start at this position. Yes. Yes, yes, okay. And then we'll come over here, and I'll move the rod slightly this way. Yes. And then we'll come over here, and I'll move it slightly this way. Yes. I'll come over. Oh, whoops. Got the wrong thing. I'll take it here and I'll move it slightly this way. And I'll take another shot of it there. Oh, whoops. Put another shot of it there. Yes. Now let's just see how that looks. That is way too much. And also it's like super jerky looking. That's, oof. I don't like that at all. Let's bring this out like way further, okay? So like, then we'll set it to loop. We want it to smoothly interpolate. Okay, let's try this. Just see how this looks. It's okay. I can't say that I love it. Let's see how it looks in game. Maybe it'll look better. I don't think it's going to, but it might. It might. Let's try it. Let's try it and see what happens. Oh wait, I forgot to tell it to play idle. Let's see here. Oops. Animation. Sorry if I'm not talking as much. I'll try and I'm doing some brain thinking. You know, this is requiring every ounce of brain power to figure out at this point. No, I type Control R. Rod. Yes, there we go. Okay, so now we can say rod motion dot play. No, here we go. Okay, that should do it. Yep. So now let's try it. Oh, I crashed the game. I crashed the game. Oh, I typed an underscore. Okay. I blew it up. I blew it up. Let's see. How are we doing now? Okay. Yep. I mean, it helps. Honestly, I don't really love that. I feel like it just makes it feel kind of sloppy. I'm gonna remove that animation. I hate. Maybe if it was like more subtle, it would be okay. But like as it stands right now, it just is awful. Let's put it back to how it was. Okay, so like, I'm gonna do like incredibly subtle movements. Okay, just gonna barely move it up. Yes, and then barely move it to the side like that, and then barely move it to the left and down like that. Yep, just barely. And then just barely back up over here. Okay, let's try that now and just see how that looks. So you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Too much movement. I'm just gonna bring this to like 6, and we'll just run that, and we'll see how this looks. Fishing. You bet your ass fishing. We're working on it. Okay, so look. Look how subtle that is. He's barely moving at all. Yep. Yep. That's good, I think. If anything, we can make it a little bit more aggressive with the spacing. So let's do 4.175 and 15. And let's see how that looks. See if that's... Yeah, that's good, I think. Because that's just enough to where it seems like the player is like breathing, but not enough for it to feel like you're going woo all over the map. Okay, so let's try this again now. Okay, so let's just test it out and see how it looks. How could I crash the game? I don't know, because I'm bad at programming. All right, yeah. I mean, you can go way up here, and that's obviously not supposed to be, but yeah. And it is playing, right? I honestly can't tell if the animation is playing or not. Did we comment that out? Yes, I did comment that out. Well, that explains it. Okay, now let's try this. Okay, so yeah, that's good. That feels this feels right. Oh, I just like blew out your eardrums, guys. I'm sorry about that. Oh wow, whoa, it's broken. It's really broken. If you okay, well that's okay. So we can fix that though, fairly easily. So all this is a child of. Oh, you need to be a child of that is what it is. Okay, so now I think this will work correctly, provided I add one little special Trent sauce thing to this, which I always use. Okay, so check this out. So in the physics process, I have this really sick, I have this really sick thing that allows you to scale the entire window in real time based on the resolution of the game. That's how I do all the resolution switching for the rest of the game. I'll show you how we do it. So on ready var, and then we need to call this control. Okay, we'll just call it main control, or I'll call it root control because that's a little bit more descriptive. Okay, control. Here we go. And now if we come down here, we can say control.scale equals vector2 of globals dot what is it called? UI scale ratio? Yeah. Okay, so that will now adjust the scale of the window on the fly. What did I do wrong? Expected indented block after function declaration. That's what I'm doing, bro. What do you think this is? What did I do wrong? Why you not like? Why you not like? It isn't indented. Oh. I put it in... Wait, what? Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. Ew, I am monkey boy. I am a silly monkey boy. Okay, there we go. Everybody happy? Everybody else quite content? Okay. And I crashed the game immediately. Oh. It's because I changed the locations of these. Whoops. Hold on. What? Oh no, I actually press snip. Okay. That. Okay, so let's see here. Fishing rod. Okay, there we go. Now it's fixed. Now it'll run. No crash. No crash. No crash. No crash. No crash. Okay. Okay. It's working. Now does it scale? Yes! It scales correctly now. Look. Uh-huh. That's the way. Uh-huh. I like it. You see that right there, guys? This is how you make a good video game. This is how you make the best video game. Definitely. Okay, cool. Wait, or does the viewport need to be the one that scales? Because right now I'm just scaling everything, which means that the resolution isn't adjusting correctly. I almost think that the sub viewport container needs to be its own control that's separate from the rest of this, and then scale it also, so that the resolution can then adjust. Let's try that. I'm gonna try and make this its own thing. Because then that way, like I have a 4K monitor, and that was like definitely not 4K. So that's and like I don't care if like the 2D stuff stays at 1080, because like that's gonna be nice and softened anyway. But you get like really bad aliasing on the water. So let's and that means that it'll screw with resolution scaling. If you have it set at 10%, you're using a 1440p monitor, and you go, this is 1080p, the resolution will be lower. Blah 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 blah. It's easier to just fix it right now. So okay, sub viewport container is. Wow. Okay, there we go. So now we'll come back down here. We'll say, what did I call this thing? Okay, viewport container. And then I'll just seal this. And so now, in theory, this will scale like kind of independently. So I'm hoping that this means that this will now be in high definition. That doesn't look high definition to me. I'm gonna turn the other control off, and there is a way to make this do. Oh, I know what it. Well, no, it's we need to set this to. Oh, you know what? I don't think it needs to scale if it's set to full rect. It'll stretch on its own. And so let's say, fill. Okay, now let's try that and see. I bet that'll fix it. Yeah, okay, that looks way better. That's like proper 4K now. Yeah, so now if we do that. Yeah, okay, so now that looks, I don't know if that just shows up on the stream, but that looks like way better. There's like way less aliasing in the water. And that way, and now that it's scaling to the same resolution as the other stuff that's in 3D in the game, we can set the scaling like in the graphics options to kind of balance out. So we're good. We've got a fishing rod. Okay, we've got a fishing rod. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna change the music. We've been playing the same song for way too long. Let's put something else on. Here we go. That's better. Okay, so we're definitely in the right place in terms of like performance is getting there, visuals are getting there. So now we need to actually make like the fishing part of this, and this is the part that I don't fully understand, because I don't fully understand how fishing games work in general. I obviously we're gonna need to cast, so I guess we can go ahead and make like a casting animation. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and add a where is it? The thingy that lets me. Oh, here we go. And I'm gonna add a 0.1 second blend time so that it's not quite as like jerky when it does these things. So we'll do this purely with transforms. So let's see, cast. It's like, how long is that? It's like 1 second basically. flick it. So let's look at this. So it goes kind of, you curve it like forward and then up. So we need to rotate it and then bring it up and then rotate it again. So all in 1 second. So let's we have the call set to 0.1. So that gives us 10 individual little keyframes we can use. So let's try this. Okay, so rotation, position and rotation. Yes, at first we'll set them to like this. Okay, now from here, 2D rotation is different rotation types between some animations, which may be blended together. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, it's different in terms. Linear, always linear. Linear angle. Oh, what's linear angle? Okay, well we can try linear angle. We'll see how it looks. So like from 0.2 to like 2 to 0.3, like right here. We need to, let's rotate it. Okay. Like that. Yeah. Okay. So then we'll set the position and the rotation to be like this still. Okay. So you rotate it. That's way too slow though. Let's see. You gotta like flick it. So like that. Yep. Okay. Then we bring it up. We'll bring it up like here. So now let's go back to it again. Let's see here. Move. We'll transform it up. Right here. And we'll rotate it ever so slightly. So it seems like there's like a little bit of motion to it. We'll set the position and the rotation here. And then on this next one, we'll keep the position the same. But now we'll snap, so. Right. Yeah, so we bring it up and then snap it forward. So like that. So let's just see how this looks so far. So, okay, that looks absolutely horrendous. What the hell? This looks so bad. Doesn't have any like weight to it. That's a little better. It looks like unhooking the position and rotation relative to each other makes a difference. So like, okay, that's better. So now we need to whip it forward and cast. So now we need to do the rotation. By the way, I would like to bring up that I had no plans to do a fishing minigame until you guys convinced me to do one, like yesterday. So this is all on you guys. Okay, you know what it is? I think the rotation needs to sit here for just a second. Yes, it goes. Or you know what? It needs to. Oh my god, when I played Classic WoW back in 2019, I fished for 6 hours a day for 3 months straight. Jeebus. I don't think it's going to be quite that exciting here, but I can respect the hustle, certainly. Damn. That's like insane. So you bring it up. So why does this not look right when he's casting it? So is it because he goes, oh, you know what it is? There needs to be like movement. Right now he's just rotating, so it's like going up and then he goes like that. He needs to go up and then, yeah. So we need motion. So he raises it. So he raises it up, and then position up. It's not very exciting in WoW, if I'm being honest. It's how I got paid. Yeah, dude, the gold farming thing in WoW is like, it's like its own little economy. It's really crazy. Okay, and then now we throw it. Oh, nope. Throw it. We'll bring it way back down here. And then, yes, and then that gives it back. So let's see. And then, okay, so let's see. Yo. I think that's pretty good, actually. That looks pretty good, I think, for a cast animation. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I mean, that's pretty good, I think, overall. I might move the sprite down slightly so it doesn't clip quite as bad. Like that. Now let's see. Yeah, see, now it's off the screen. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. What do you guys, I mean, what do you guys think? Oh, in-game. You just got in-game currency. Alright. Let's keep working, shall we? So we got this now. So now how do we, maybe we don't, There's a line 3D, isn't there? Isn't there a line 3D class? Let's see. There's not a line 3D class. There's a line 2D class. Maybe we just don't have a fishing line. Maybe we just have a little bobber. You know? Like, do you really need to see the line if we just have like a little bobber show up? Let's, Okay, I know what we'll do. I know what we'll do. I know what we will do. We'll have a little bobber in the water, and then we will just set the bobber's position to the fishing rod's position, like relative to the fishing rod's position, but we'll have it lag behind a little bit. So you move the rod and the bobber comes after it, so it feels kind of slippery. Or not slippery, weighty. The opposite of slippery. Okay. Just really quick, I'm curious. What happens if I play this game in a weird aspect ratio right now? Does it like break? Let's see. Oh, I can't unlock the mouse right now. That's a problem. I can fix that later. That's no big deal. Let's just work on this for right now, huh? Okay. So. I've been in this chat unable to type. I'm so happy right now. What? Because of the fishing mini game? Wow, thank you. I'm glad you guys are so excited about fishing. I didn't really think that this was like a big deal, but I'm glad you guys are so invested in this. So let's say you know, if we'll put this in process, we'll say if input dot is action just pressed attack player 1, then motion to play idle. And then down here I'm going to replace this. I'm going to say physics process. I'm going to say if rod motion dot current animation is not equals does not equals cast, then play idle. Oops. Okay. Okay. So now we've got that. So, and then if you press attack, it plays cast. Okay, so let's try that now. Yeah, it works. Look. You know what I almost think? I almost think that like the build up and the cast need to be two different buttons. Like you need to, like when you press it, it does the pull back, and when you let go, it does the cast. I feel like that would be more weighty, because right now it's just, you're basically just pressing a button and watching a canned animation play. Excuse me. All right. So let's change that. So what I'll do is I'm going to duplicate cast, and then I'll just like split its animations in two. So we'll duplicate this. And we'll call this raise, okay? And then raise. So yeah, raise to here. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll do so this to, let's see here, this is 0.7. I could add the shaking effect. Well, yeah, but this is, you're just holding it up like this. It's not like a bow where there's like tension. If you hold up your fishing rod and you're like, immediately, that just means you're, I mean, it will happen if you stay there long enough for your arm to get tired, but, yeah, okay, here's what I'll do. I'll add like 3 seconds to this. So you hold it up, and then I will just slowly make its position drift. Like more. So like now you pull back, you go. Okay, that's too fast, but let's zoom out. Yeah. I know about the interpolation thing, you moron. Okay. So now you go. Wait, what's going on? Why does it? Oh, it's because it needs to have a little bit of rotation with it too. So, what the hell? Oh, because I didn't actually fix the rotation of the spot. So you go. Okay, that looks jerky. Stop with the interpolation thing. I know. Stop giving me the pop-up. Okay, so it goes. You know what it is? It's too quick on this. I know about the. Oh my god, is that interpolation warning gonna pop up every single time? Because that's so frustrating. It's this. Let's turn it up like that. So now it goes. Yeah. Okay, and then when you let go, so you go. Let's bring all this stuff closer together at the beginning. And then so you go. Yeah, that's good. Wait, did the position not move? Let's see here. No, the position moved. Okay. I think the rotation is just a little too strong is what it is. It's like a little too aggressive with it. So let's try that. I hate this way that this works. Okay, let's try that. It's a 10-degree reduction. Let's see. Yeah, that might be better. Okay, now we'll take cast. And where's cast? Cast is just from this part here. So we'll delete all of this. Delete all of that. And yeah, so then we're at 0.3. And I'll do 0.4. That way it has time to recover to get back to its original position. Yeah. Okay. So now. Yes. Okay. So now. So right now we have if current animation is not cast. And or no. Would it be and or? I guess it'd be or for this. No, it would be and. And current animation is not equal to what do we call it? Raise. Okay. Then play idle. Okay. If you just pressed attack, then play cast, and then if his action just released, yes, then we play okay. So now let's try this out, okay? So I pull it back. Yep. Oh, what the heck? Why did it snap back? Oh, is it because it's because the animation is finished. He puts it back down automatically. That's not what we wanted him to do. Oh, I know what we can do. Whoops. Input.is action pressed. If the cursor was controlling the top of the pole. What, so like the bottom stays in place and you kind of rotate it? Perhaps. Mayhaps. That's going to be a little bit wonkier to do because we'd have to... let's test this first, and then we'll try that if it doesn't work right. Because I get what you're saying, but that might be a little bit difficult to program. All right, we have input.isAction press. We would move the bottom with WASD. I don't know about that. I don't think we need twin stick aiming for a fishing mini game. All right, let's see here. And then not. There we go. So that should make it to where the animation won't go back to idle as long as you're like actively casting. So yo. Oh yeah. Yo. Oh. Yo. Oh. Honestly, the movement's a little bit much. Let's no, not the frame rate. Don't show frame rate. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, the movement's a little bit weird. Where is it? No, raise. Yeah, I'm just gonna duplicate this so it's just rotation. Yeah, that's better for sure. And honestly, all that I think needs to be tighter and faster. The actual, like, the little flippy bit at the beginning. Can we do 0.05? Yeah, no, it needs to be even tighter. It needs, you gotta, like, snap that sucker in there. Yeah, that's better for sure. Look at that. Let's see. Stop with the interpolation thing. I know. Look, I'll set it all to nearest. That way you can calm your butt down about it. Okay? Everybody happy? It does not anymore. I changed it. Okay. Okay. Whoa! 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 What the hell was that? Did you guys see that? What the hell? Whoa, okay, 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 okay. No, we're not keeping that in. What the hell? No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay, we're going back to this linear angle one because clearly, oh boy, that was it's retaliating. Yeah, right? Okay, let's see here. So now, yes. Yeah, you know what I think it is? I think it stops too quick. Right? Like the stick gets to here, it goes whoop, and then it just like kind of abruptly stops. It needs like a little bit of a cooldown. So like if I duplicate this here, this is 398. Let's say 400. Oh no, the opposite. Let's say negative 200. Okay, maybe it's just positive 200 because that appears to be spinning again. So he goes, whoa! The hell? Kung Fu martial arts? Smack. Look. It's weighty, but it's not weighty in the right way. What are you? You are 398. Okay, let's just say 350 because that's like 40. That's like a 40-degree difference. That should still be. What the? Ooh. I've never seen a program so finicky, right? 390. Okay, so maybe we need to do like 415. Okay, 415 degrees. So it goes. Yeah. Okay, that's better for sure. Yeah, that's better. It's got a little more up. Okay, so now I feel like we can actually bring this up a little bit. So it goes. Try that. Yeah, okay. I think that's the one. Let's try that out. Shoot. Yep, I'm holding it. I'm holding it. I'm holding it. And cast it. Yep. Yeah, see, like, it slowly works its way back to center the longer you hold it, and then when you cast it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for sure. Shoot. And then we cast it. So now we need some juicy sound effects, and we need a little bobber. So for our bobber, I'm just gonna do something fun. Ooh, that looks nice. Thank you. It does look nice. Okay. What's this? This is a fun little trick I've done many times in Wizard Quest, including for the slime in the original Wizard Quest. Okay. So you just need like a basic like Gurod shaded like ball like this. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay, should the bobber be red and white? Because I feel like that's kind of anachronistic, but also that's like what people associate with fishing. So I kind of feel like we should anyway. Oh, let's fix that. Let's cut all the gubbins off. See, I said gubbins because this is a European stream, so I'm using British terminology. Got to cut all the gubbins off. Oh yes, we'll get rid of all that gubbins. Oh, it's so red. Oh, it's so red. Oh! Okay, I'll stop. I'm gonna end up getting clipped and canceled. Let's take it easy. Take it easy. Okay. Here we go. Now for my next magical trick. You ready? Ready for this one? Y'all ready at home? You're not ready at home for this. Watch. Ready? Why am I doing this, you ask? Quite simply. To simulate being in the water. Now, we can crop it down to this. Okay. Crop. Yes. Now we'll shrink it down. Let's just say like, I don't know, 84 by, sure. Yeah, that's still fine. Can't handle this level of, oh, different baits at a shop. Oh, that would be awesome actually. Maybe later. Okay, we need to actually finish the game before we start adding things like a fishing bait shop, but let the record show that's a really good idea. Like a really, really good idea. I like that a lot. Oh, you guys are great. You know that? I love you guys. You guys are the best fan base ever. And no one has doxed or harassed me, so that's great. Don't take that as an invitation. But I'm just saying, you guys have been great, and I'm very appreciative. Alright, that's good. Trim as many pixels as possible. Save those bits. Save those bits. Okay. Now we'll call this. Better to have a mask in game to allow for more intricate animations. Yes, but I would say that yes, you're correct. That using a mask would make it look a little better. But I honestly don't think we need to put that much effort into it. One thing this is just like a little aside thing for the game. I just want to do this like quick and dirty, and then we can go back later and like polish it. But like at least for the moment right now, I just want to pound this bad boy out. Now look, Bobber 01. See? Implying there will be additional bobbers in the future. Don't let the record show that I do listen to you people. Alright. Now. That's what she said. Oh. I disappointed in your choice. I disappointed in your choice of words. Okay, so now, and I think what we'll do is I think we can use a lerp to hide the, or to put the, okay, so let's, in the meantime though, let's add a sprite. Sequel bait, but for actual bait. Yes, you must buy Wizard Quest 3 in order to acquire the Bass Bait DLC. Okay, textures. Okay, now let's. I'm just gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna say I'll put the bobber away. Now I'm just gonna hide it off screen slightly. So now I'll call this bobber. Okay, now over here we'll say bobber. Oh wait, no, I gotta say. Oh, I guess the bobber also needs to be a character body, doesn't it? So much physics! Yeah, because we need the bobber to be able to collide with stuff so that when you do the actual, you know, when you do the actual cast, it can, like, you know, you can quote unquote catch a fish. I don't know how we'll do that. We'll figure it out. Okay, so bobber, the sprite is not a sprite 2D, it's a character body 2D. Just gonna change that back and call this one bobber. Okay. And we'll say equals bobber. Yep, okay. Cool. Now that we've done that, okay, so now we will say, okay, random JPEG of a fish. No, honest to God, I might just do that. I might just get a bunch of royalty, like, Creative Commons photos of fish and just crunch them down to low resolution and just have, like, a sprite sheet of fish. Okay, so... Okay, so I'll say... Okay, so in theory, if I've done this correctly, there'll be basically a 2-second lag in between the position of the bobber and the position of the lerp here. So I'm gonna set the position back to normal, and I'll set the scale on this one, transform scale. Yeah, okay. So now let's see if this works. The bobber should just kind of lag behind the fishing rod. The world. Why does it change visibility when I move it? When I move it, it's okay. Something is very seriously wrong. Okay, clearly I'm not using lerp correctly. I think maybe what it is I need to set instead of a vector, let's just do individual values, okay? Lerp. Bros fly. Ah, I see. It was your little joke. Very funny. Okay, lerp. And then... Well, I guess I need to start with the regular global position, the position that it currently is, and then the position where it needs to go, and then a weight of 2, and that should just be the X. So let's do that, and let's do that again with Y. I'm sure I probably just done Control R and replaced all the X's with Y's really quickly, but just for the sake of, you know, of thoroughness, I'll do it by hand so I don't miss anything. Yeah, this is not working how I was expecting it to at all. There's yeah, there's something real funky going on here. It is not interpolating position. I guess we should go to the Godot docs, which I have here. Okay, let's see here. Lerp. I hate lerps. Come on. Okay, vector interpolation. That's what I want. Oh, it has an integrated lerp. Oh. So how would I... Okay. If I'm reading this correct... Okay. So what I think so if I'm reading this correctly, what we need to do is we need to, there's actually a lerp function that we call. So we say bobber, that global position Wizard speaking to his manuscript and spell books. Yeah, kind of. Only you misspelled wizard. Idiot! Owned. Liberal gamer owned. God, that's... Ugh. That's like... I'm making like the YouTuber face. Like, you know, like I'll be in like the thumbnail of the video. Like pointing at some female Ghostbusters thumbnail. Alright. Let's see here. So, bobber.global position equals bobber.global position dot lerp. And then I say the new position and then time. So then I say fishing rod.global position and then time. 2 seconds. I am praying that this works, people. Say a little prayer, gamers. Why does it blink? What does the hell does the blink thing mean? What the? So some spots is visible, some spots is not visible. Something is like so very wrong with this. Let's just say if I just change global position to position, does that fix it? Oh, I left one. Shoot. Not only does it not work, I didn't even fix the problem. Okay. John Arbuckle, we trust. I wish John was here right now to give me some lasagna and take me away from this. Okay. Okay, I know what we need to do. Okay. Okay, I got a little... So the bobber shouldn't move, right? When you cast it, it needs to appear in the spot where you cast it. And that's it, right? So what I actually need to do is make it do a little thingy. Yes, okay, so here's what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to make... For cast, right? So you throw it. And I'm just going to move the bobber. I'm going to move the bobber into position just for right now. And move the whole... Okay. I'm going to move the bobber to like right here just so we can visualize this a little better, right? I might make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Now, here's how we're going to do this, okay? So I'm going to actually bake this into the animation. So we're going to raise this up to 1.5 for cast, all right? So you cast... And then right here, okay, the sprite for the bobber is gonna go. If a person clicks too high, won't that mess that up? Yeah, we're gonna cap it because we don't want to be able to move the fishing rod outside of the frame anyway. You're correct; it would put it in the sky, but we'll put a limit for that. And I might even do a little cleverness where I make the scale of the bobber based on the Y height. That way, as you get further back, it gets smaller. That way it looks like it's actually floating there, like physically. That'd be neat. One step at a time, though. I think let's just get it working before we do anything like that. Yo, perspective goes crazy. Perspective goes crazy. It actually kind of does go crazy, though. I'll admit you're right on that one. Actually, I think that like forced perspective like that is sick. So we'll do it if we can, certainly. Okay, so now look. So we have the position of the sprite, right? So we'll do, yeah, that's all fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna lower it, plump. Okay, plump, and then, okay, so look, so now when you cast it, it goes, what? Oh wait, hold on. What is reset set to for this, for its position? Okay, 0. So for cast, it goes to here and it goes... Oh, I forgot to keyframe it. Well, that one's on me. Okay, 0, 36. Keyframe it. This one is 0, 0. Okay, so now it goes... Yes. Do you guys see it? So wait, plunk. So now here comes the fun part, okay? So now we add visibility adjustments to this, all right? So it's got a modulate value, right? Yes. Okay, so we will say, yeah, here it needs to be visible. Here it needs to not be visible. And actually, for its reset value, should also be invisible. Okay. So now, when you cast it, watch. Okay. So it goes plunk. Okay, the delay, there's too much delay, but if I do that. Plunk. What the? Oh, I forgot to move the plunk points. Yep, so it goes. Let's see that again. Let's go from the beginning, okay? So let's see it. It goes. Yeah, so, okay, that's pretty good, I think. Yeah. So it's it drop. We have it like drop onto there. It's still a little slow. We might be able to bring it up a little bit more and make it. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now it looks like you've. Yeah, it does the little bloop. Yeah, having like a little bit of physics goes a long way, I think. Okay, so let's see here. So what are these coordinates? So like I'm trying to remember. I'm just gonna add a sprite just so I can test this really quick, okay? And I don't know. New placeholder texture, sure. Okay, there. I just have my little square. I just want to test how this works. So this. Okay, so this is the highest value, 450, and then the lowest value is like basically 200 for what we want to. So it's a 200 range. So we would say, so for the scale of this, of the little plunk, let's say, and honestly, I think we can probably. Well, no, we shouldn't attach. Okay, so when you release, the bobber always needs to be at a position relative to the rod when you cast it. But then once you've cast it, the bobber needs to stay in place. So I think the way we need to do that, attract to an invisible block so it always falls to it. Yeah. I'm thinking probably the easier way to do it is just to take a value, just to take a relative value. So when I say so when we release the bobber, which is where? Here. We'll say bobber dot global position equals fishing rod dot position minus vector 2, and then that would be x minus, right? Let me see this. So bobber, I just want to see it transform, and I'll set it back. I just want to. So if I say, so right now it says positions at 945. If I say 845, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so it probably needs to be about like minus like 300. 300, 0. Okay. So let's see if this works now. Yes! It worked. Oh, wait, you can pass over it. That's not right. But it did work. You saw it. You saw it here. You saw it here first, folks. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll say plus vector 2. I'll make this negative 500, and then we're subtracting because it's left and up, so minus 75. Okay, so or let's do minus 120. Okay, just so it gets a little bit more. Okay, so now when I cast it, yes, look, I'm casting. I'm doing the fishing. It's still, I'm not, it's too far to the left, I think, but I mean, that works. That definitely works. That's like real casting. I mean, that's something. Okay, so now let's make the scale, because this will be fun, okay? Equals bobber.globalposition.y. So it's a 200 point scale. So let's say times 0.05. I don't know if this will actually work or not. This is just like eyeballing it. Oh, I gotta say Victor too. Do you have a little delay with the cast? Yeah, I can add a little delay with the cast. It's just me moving keyframes around. That's easy enough to do. I just... Oh. Whoa! 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 Jesus! Okay. Might be... Oh, God. Okay. Now, I don't know about you guys. But look, you can see the red reflecting on my face. It's so large. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. We might have to adjust the math slightly for that one. That was a bit startling, if I'm being honest. Ooh, God, that scared the crap out of me. Oh my God, that was okay. Okay, it's getting smaller for sure, but not at the rate that we want it to. Unfortunately, this means we're probably gonna have to do some horrible, like, logarithmic scale thing that I really don't want to do. Can I just cheat? Can I just do this and see what happens? I'm really just begging for not to have to do a logarithmic scale. Oh my God. Yeah, see, it needs to get smaller quicker. Can I do that? Is that a thing? Is that a math operator in Godot? Let's see. Float and float for... No, okay. Yeah, kind of. The way you just kind of go, yee, and it comes out. Yes, I think you're right on that. Let's do some adjustment to that. Honestly, let's just go ahead and fix the bobbers. We can fix the position thing later. Let's just make the bobber have a little bit more weight to the cast. Okay, so we bring it out there. So now you go. Whew. Yeah, that's better, for sure. Let's just try that. Let's try that in engine now and see what we think. Okay, so you got it. Oh, now I got it too close to the bobber. Damn it. Okay, let's try that. Oh, you know what? We need to add the bobber being pulled up when you pull it back, because right now it doesn't, and I think that's problematic. All right, so let's go to raise. Okay, and now we'll get the sprite for the bobber, right? We'll say well, I guess we don't want the bobber to be visible when you first... Well, no, I guess you do, because until you cast it, the bobber is going to be off screen. So it will be okay then. So let's do one of these. Only the opposite. So it starts off visible. All right, so when you pull it up, you go, so when you kind of jerk it out of the water, it'll move. So from here, let's go back and we'll say, for this, wait, did I duplicate the, oh, I duplicated the sprite, whoops. Okay, now, so we say position, Pretty sure I already had the position, but whatever. So you go. As you start pulling it up. Oh, whoops. Wrong axis. Yep. So there you go. Wait. Hold on, that wasn't right. It went it's too early. Let's try that. So like, oops. Yeah. So the bobber's there. Bobber's there. It goes. It needs a little dip when you lower it at the beginning. So it goes. Yeah, look at that. See, that's much better. So you go. Yeah. We'll make the fade out go quicker. So you go. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's better, I think. So let's try that now. And I'm gonna I'll move the bobber out of view for start, so that it's not visible when the player first casts. Okay, so let's try that. Oh, what the? Okay, so it is working, but not amazingly well. It's The problem is if you click it quick, it doesn't. There needs to be like a minimum amount of time before you let go, before it'll do something. So what we'll do is let's add a timer to this, so that you have to pull back the rod a certain amount. You can't just go and do it. So we'll add a timer. You can only let go when the rod's back. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. So what is the timeline on that? Let's see. So it's the raise into position happens. You go. Let's see. You go. Whoop. .4. Okay, so we'll set this to 0.4 seconds. Okay. And let's add this to the variables. Fish timer. Or I'll call it cast timer. Cast. Okay. Cast timer, yep. And then I'll say, so now we got it. It's action pressed, is action just released. So when you press the attack, okay, cast timer dot start. Yep, okay. I think you need to make it a little longer for bobber to be visible because you got to account for travel time. Yeah, that's fair. We can tweak that. Okay, so now start, and then down here we will say if it's a one-shot timer. So if cast timer dot is stopped, right? So it's finished. Else idle. Like once you click, it takes the X and Y position, and you do a little delay, and then the bobber appears. Yeah. That we should definitely add some delay. Because you're right. Right now, casting it 10 feet in front of you doesn't matter if you're 100 feet out. It's the same amount of travel time. Well, I'll figure something out for that. We might have to break that into its own animation then. But let's see this goes. What the? Oh, you know what? Idle doesn't have an animation keyframe. We gotta fix that because that's why it was turning forward. Okay. Okay, so now that'll fix it. Yeah, well, we gotta. Well, that's all well and good, but we don't actually have the perspective code yet. We created Five Nights at Bobber's the last time we tried it, so we're gonna need to. Yep. Okay. Okay. Now if we just click it, you see if you just click it, it does nothing. It just kind of wiggles. And then if you it needs to go further up, like ahead of you. It's like casting like below the fishing rod, and that just feels wrong. So minus like 400. Let's try that. Oh yeah, that's way better. Yeah, that's way better. So now we can just we'll do that. We'll did the perspective size. Okay, so let's draw this out with math. Okay. So let's see here. So it's like, does it? I can't remember. Does it show me coordinates in Godot? Can I view coordinates? I don't remember how to view like mouse coordinates. View helpers? No. Okay, that's what I wanted actually. So we want to go from like basically 400 to, let's say 1,000. So from 400 to 1,000. So at 400, we want it to be itty bitty, and at 1,000, we want it to be normal size. What is is it logarithmic where it approaches 1? Where it approaches but never gets. Yes. Linear cube. Is it cubic that I want? What's the one where it approaches but never actually reaches? I don't remember what that's. Yeah, see, like that. That's what I'm looking for. You'll get closer and closer and closer, like a negative logarithmic scale. Oh, jeez. Oh no! I don't want to use math. Oh. Okay, let's just try and see if we can just fudge this, because I would like to just fudge this if possible. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, by the way, guys, I am going to be getting off at 3 o'clock. I've got some stuff I've got to do. But we will be doing a regular Eastern United States time stream tonight at 8. So, you know, if you guys are really eager to see what happens with this fishing minigame, you can come back at 8. Unless you're European, in which case you'll probably be asleep. That's okay, though. You have free healthcare, so I think it balances out. All right, let's see here. Oh, the scale is changing still. I didn't realize I still had that code in there. Let's see here. So equals equals. I know this isn't gonna work. Is that really lim x great? That, how do I even write that in Godot? X position equals percent scale on bobber. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on right now. We can, I just, the problem is you're starting at 400, not at 0. Although I guess it wouldn't really matter if you started at 0, as long as the player can't cast up there. I mean, that makes sense, right? At the very top of the screen, which is 0, you wouldn't be able to see it at all. So let's say that, so that would be, bobber dot, y divided by 100. I feel like this is gonna work really well up top and really bad close to the camera, but we can I don't know if this is actually gonna work or not. Let's see. Okay. Whoa! Okay, look. So it does get infinitesimally smaller as you get closer to the top of the screen. So I think what we need to do is then we need to subtract 2 or 400 from it. I don't know if Godot does order of operations, so I'm going to give it a little bit of help. But what is happening? I don't freaking know, man. Things are on fire over here. Whoa! Oh, Jesus! Okay, that's okay. This is just seizure inducing. Ah, okay. Decline. Not that way. Radical. I don't want to do math. I took calculus 3 times in college. I don't want to take it. I don't want to do it again. Oh. And the other problem is it's not just figuring out the math. It's figuring out the math and then translating that to GD script. Okay. I got it. Its scale should be its position minus 400. Just minus 400. No, because then when you're at the bottom and it's 1,000, it's gonna be like scale 600%. That's not gonna work. Or 6,000%. Honestly, the best we ever had was when I had the weird multiplication thing. Can I go back to that? See if my yes. Maybe if I can just tweak these values to make it a little bit more like usable. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? It just needs to make somewhat sense. Okay, well that's So it was 0.001. I'm winging it now. I'm just trying to figure it out. That's better. It's still not right. It's still not perspective correct, but it's better. The issue I think is that it's linear and it needs to be like exponential. But it's better. Yeah, it needs to be way smaller, way out there. Yeah, I think this needs to be exponential. So it's like, you know, Well. Oh boy. Okay. Well. Tell you what. It's almost 3 o'clock, so we will go ahead and call it here for right now. We'll come back at 8 tonight. If you guys are back on the stream, here is my mission to you. If you really want this like bobber scale thing to work, go do a little math on your own. See if you can come up with some kind of like formula that you think will work for this, and we will test them tonight. And if any of the formulas work, I don't know. I'll put you in the game's credits under the fishing mini game. Does that sound good to you guys? We'll call it there for now because it is like I said, it is 3 o'clock. But what? Hey, well, yes, kind of. Yeah. Look, this isn't like a super like critical thing. I'm not like, I don't feel like this is gonna like make or break the game. So like if you guys don't want to do it, you don't have to. I'm not trying to like force you into doing math that you don't want to do. If you're really dying to see the perspective correct, then quiz. It's 1 minute. What? Look, we're just getting off, quiz. But I'll be back at 8 p.m. So just show up at like 2 a.m. your time, and you can join us on the fishing minigame some more. But anyway, if you guys are really desperate to get the perspective thing right, then feel free to try it on your own. But if not, I will make some more blind stabs at it when we come back later tonight. But up to you guys. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later, and yeah, enjoy day 5 of Wizard Week, and those of you who are in the correct time zone, I'll see you at 8.